Boys and gals, welcome back to another live stream. It's been a minute. I was actually streaming through Fallen Order weekly, and then when the game got delayed, I had it lined up so that it was going to finish right before the game launched, and it got delayed. So I thought I was just going to take a break. We are finally back, and obviously, as you guys may have seen, and you can probably tell by the title, I was lucky enough to be able to play early, and there is a video on the channel if you want sort of like my initial overall thoughts in a bit more of a, I guess, structured type of video. But today we are still going to be talking about Survivor, of course. I'm going to be playing through Fallen Order, just because I do still need to finish this. What do we got? It's only like... what freaking date is it? It's April. What the hell? We have got... realistically 3, maybe 4 streams till the game launches. So I've got to finish this shit as quick as I can. It's not like I need... this is literally going to be my 8th playthrough, but I do want to try and finish it before the game launches. So we're going to be playing through that today. Obviously, I might even just post this for people coming into the stream. Put a comment and pin that little bitch. Alright. I see Doug. I see Sage. Sage, how are you not a mod? There we go. And I see my boy Vic. I see Blitz. DJ Mexicano. What is going on, fellas? And to everyone else in the chat as well. Rogue Console, what's going on, man? Long time no see. So yeah, let me just bloody start playing first. So first question we got here is it confirmed that Coruscant is actually going to be playable in the, a playable planet, or is it just in cutscenes and trailers? I can't confirm this because we didn't play it, but they pretty much said the first hour of... I just see Sage's comment. Fuck. The first hour of, like, before what we had played was on Coruscant, so I'm going to assume the first hour isn't a whole cutscene. So I'd imagine it is playable. They also didn't say it's the whole hour. It's just that they said Coruscant was before what we started. I think we were playing about an hour into the game, so we kind of skipped the initial part of the game. So I'm going to almost confirm, but I can't quite because I didn't play it, that, yeah, Coruscant is playable. Bruh. Can I not jump upwards? Surely. Oh, I gotta fucking... I'm so dumb. Hey, Aussie, what's going on, lad? It does slap, not gonna lie. I don't know if you saw my comment on your video, but I lost it. I was waiting. When he didn't start with it, I was a bit like, oh, he's going to forget. But he did not forget. What does Vince Zampella smells like? He smells like success to me, personally. I knew, as soon as I saw him, man, I was like, oh, Sage is going to really hate me here. Now, I've forgotten the buttons of this game, if I'm going to be honest. Bruh. No, I've literally forgotten. I just was playing it the other day. This feels so weird compared to it. Like, this game was always... the combat was really good, but it says a lot about Survivor that this now feels... this almost feels bad. Like, I'm trying to change my stances and shit, and I just can't. Oh, shit. Gunpowder and cigarettes. That also. Bruh. Clean animation. Does he smell like a warm hug? Does he smell like the future of Battlefield? He does. He definitely does. I can't use my double saber yet, have I? I don't think I've got it. Oh, Steph was in the comments of it too, was she? Fuck yeah. I love that. Oh man, that shit still cracks me up. All right.
You want to climb up a zip line?
Oh, I thought this was the... It said a quiet upgrade, and I was like, surely this isn't the
This
double
motor should
blade.
do the trick. How does it feel?
Alright, where the hell was I up to? I see Vic's comment from earlier. I'm absolutely shocked at how much they added to the core gameplay. This is what sequels should be. That is literally, like, how I would describe it, is that this is the sequel that we wanted. That's all I have to really say. It is this game, the core of Fallen Order, in terms of all the good stuff, the combat, the score, the immersion, like you feel like you're in Star Wars. All of the good stuff in this game, but better. It's not just the same. Like the combat isn't just equally as good, it's better. But then all the shit that isn't that good or wasn't in this game, like say more open worlds and stuff like that we all wanted, that is now there. So I don't know how else to explain it. It literally just is the sequel that we wanted, if not arguably more. I didn't expect it to be so open world. It's not. I want to clarify. It's not like a full open world game, but at least Kobo is very open. Like shockingly, I remember just walking around like, holy shit, this is not real. I never even really looked at these, to be honest. Because like Cal's Saber is my favorite Saber in Star Wars, so I never actually wanted to change any of this stuff. That looks pretty cool. Make that bitch gold though. That looks pretty sick. Hey Sam, what's going on, lad? Good to see you. What happened to Grease? Is he alright? Is he okay? Well, there's certain stuff we're not allowed to talk about. I need to actually just... I have a list of shit that we can and cannot say. Because we got to obviously touch on some story elements. I didn't really play that much of the story, to be honest, because I was just... Oh, true, it's already confirmed. Yeah, Grease is alive, because now that I see that comment, yeah, it's confirmed that he's... Like, everyone's been talking about his cantina. So, Grease, do be safe, boys. Don't you worry. And he's in the trailer, so I'm done. I'm just trying to be extra careful. Where the hell... Greasy Money is extra greasy, isn't he? He is extra greasy, actually. He's kind of built different in this game, actually. So, there we go. Did you get to wrestle with Cal's voice actor in his hotel bed? If only that was the case. Alright, I got that little list up now, which is handy just to make sure I don't fucking do anything wrong. Okay, where the hell... I thought I was meant to get through that, but maybe not. Am I not meant to go that way? Can I even jump up? Yeah, you can. Pretty sure that's the way I'm meant to be going, though. Or do I have to move? Imagine playing this 7 times and still not knowing what the fuck. The beard ain't, if he's going to go facial hair, it's a mustache or clean shaven. There is actually a handlebar mustache, which is pretty hilarious. Bruh, can I not? Is this not the right way? I'm going to just try and walk through. Oh, you don't even get hurt. That's disappointing. I guess I'll go back. Up the top here. Whoa. Can I fucking... Bruh. There we go. Did you meet Cameron Monaghan? I did. It was absolutely just ridiculous. I don't even know.
Let's head out.
We were at the party, so Aussie in the chat. Everyone knows Aussie, I'm sure. Me, Aussie, and Twisted we realised it was free drinks, so firstly we were like, oh my god, it's free piss. We were standing near the bar, and I think Aussie had gone off to go to the toilet, so it was just me and Twisted. Me and Twisted were talking, just having a drink, chilling. We thought it was just like a casual night. And I was looking over Twisted's shoulder like towards the door, and I see Cameron Monaghan walk in. But because I'd seen so many YouTubers that I was familiar with, I kind of, and like I'd had a few drinks, I was kind of like, that guy looks familiar. Like, who's that? Like, which YouTuber is that? Because I just thought there's no chance Cam fucking Monaghan is here. So I looked at him for like a good 5 seconds and was like, fuck, he looks really familiar. Then I was like, oh my god, it's fucking Cam Monaghan. I said it to Twisted. We both flipped our shit, like, full, like, got all nervous and stuff. And then we luckily got in before, like, the rush because everyone at the party wanted a photo, obviously. I think I was the second one to get a photo. So I was, like, pretty freaking lucky because otherwise we would have had to been standing around. Like, some of the people we were with were there for literally half an hour standing around for a photo. But me, Twisted, and Aussie were like the first three, pretty much. So we lucked out massively. Doink. I really want my double saber so I can block these shots a bit easier. A battle droid still useless soldiers? Pretty much. They're kind of like, they're fun though because they're usually in packs, so there's a lot of them. They're like, I think even a one-hit kill. Maybe not all the time. I think the ones that have like melee weapons aren't a one-hit kill, kind of like the scout troopers. But the regular, like the ones with blasters are a one-hit kill. But there's often a lot of them, so like they're still not super easy. Like they're not redundant. They're still a challenge sometimes. But they're like what you'd expect battle droids to be, really. Just like, bruh, how am I not blocking that? Yeah, they're just like cannon fodder pretty much. Which is how it should be, really. Get the fuck out of me, deleted. Little do you know, Cam showed up to try and meet Jack Frags. Is Jack Frags, like, has he posted? I actually need to... Surely he was there. Like, of all people. Oh, shit. Maybe Jack wasn't there. He hasn't posted anything about it. Interesting. Kind of makes me feel a bit better, because... didn't even think of it at the time. And, like, Vic, when you said afterwards, did you meet him? I was like, ah, shit. Didn't even think about it. So I kind of almost feel glad that he wasn't there so that it wasn't like a missed opportunity. Oh, I can run up that wall, can't I? Any new Imperial enemies you saw? Only the one that was like, it's like a scout trooper with a riot shield, which we already knew about. I think that was the only new one. There wasn't that many on Cobra. There's not that many Imperials, at least this far in the story. Do I even have force pull yet? Surely. Do I have to jump out and grab that? I'm kind of nervous. And by kind of, I mean a lot. Surely it's not up here. Jack's almost a faceless YouTuber. I don't think he's ever done a reveal. I don't think he's done one in a video. He has, like... I know what he looks like. But, like, yeah, I don't think he's ever done, like... Here's my face kind of thing. Boys, do I just send it? I tried to force pull it. That didn't work. Where the fuck am I meant... Oh, okay. It's almost like if I just looked even slightly to the right, I would have figured that out. To fight any dark side users, not... Pretty much everyone that I fought was like, sick. Was like the Bedlam Raiders or like droids, pretty much. And like, you know, there was creatures and stuff. This is something they fixed a lot. I feel like the wall running in the new game is like way more refined. I didn't ever find myself doing that. Also, you don't have to hold the left trigger to climb. Once you land on something like I'm climbing right now, once you're on it, you're just on it. You don't have to hold the button, which is good. Cal does get a blaster. We didn't get to play it. we saw a showcase at the end, so I have finally seen some freaking blaster gameplay. It looked amazing. Like, it looked so much fun, but we didn't get to play it, so I don't know how it felt. Do you have the force abilities from the first game? I think you do. Pretty sure. Yeah, I had force, pull, push, slow. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you have them all, and they might even be slightly better than they were. I think you start, unless you unlock it in the first hour. We had like that force slow that's not just one enemy. You do like a big like a area of effect type of attack. So all the stuff you have in the first game is pretty much there. What was your drink of choice at the event? I think I was drinking old fashioned, or I don't know. It got to the point where we didn't really know. There was like some ones that had like specials. What was it? I don't know. I can't remember the name, but the name of the drinks were like mentioned in the game, so they were like special cocktails, pretty much. But I had like a bunch of different ones. Most of them, some of them were pretty arse, to be honest, but most of them are pretty good. I still haven't. Oh, I think you unlock force pull in this bit, don't you? Watching. Oh shit! I forgot about this. Watching this Fallen Order gameplay is making me realise, yeah, it's ridiculous. This never has felt bad to me, and now this game feels very old now. After only 3 hours playing it, this feels like not bad, but it feels a lot worse, which is a very good sign. Like, that's how a sequel should be. Even Americans don't drink Fosters. Yeah, I don't know where the whole Fosters, like, thing came from, because we were actually talking about that on the trip. Like, no one drinks Fosters. I don't know what difficulty I'm on, but this feels easier than it should.
You can't run forever.
Also, the dodging felt better in Survivor. Stop taunting me. You don't want the smoke. Hey, Craig in the chat. My man, it has been a minute. Good to see you, brother. I'll read your chat once I am not getting murked. Yeah, I must be on easy. This is fucking... I guess you can check. Congrats on getting the invite from EA. Too bad you're on the opposite coast. It would have been awesome to meet up, man. But yeah, I had a feeling you were on the other side. There's a lot of people in the US that I would have loved to have met. Foster's used to be on tap and in shops all the time in the UK, but I'm pretty sure they've gotten over it by now. Yeah, they've surely grown up by now. Can't be still drinking Fosters. I don't think I've ever had one. I might have had one, like literally a single one. Oof. Oh, I didn't even check the difficulty. That's the whole reason I paused. Right, I'm getting smacked up. Pretty sure I'm on like easy. Not the easiest, but maybe the second easiest.
Not quick enough.
Where you going, bruz? Oh shit. Saw a picture of Cal with a beard and different haircut. Yeah, the customization is legit. Like genuine customization. It's not just like ponchos and shit. It is like jackets and shirts underneath. It's like fully customizable.
Your winning.
Foster's and Carlsberg are the main. Oh, do they still have Foster's in the UK? Like popular? Oh damn, didn't even know that.
I'm surprised she didn't tell you.
I also feel like
Sarah's got a thing
Heineken
of keeping secrets.
is popular in the UK
You know
and
her
probably
so
like Guinness
well,
and that.
huh?
Obviously, I've never been, so I fucking have no idea.
She was weak.
Can't wait to visit and tell the bartender while I'm in Australia, so give me a Foster's and throw some shit on the barbie.
They would never have found me.
The face reveal.
If it wasn't for her,
Lager tastes
betrayed
like
me.
piss to me. Yeah, to be fair, like when you're young, like I used to hate beer too, and now I fucking live for it. So you'll get the hang of it.
I won't let you manipulate me.
Oh yeah, Carling
so
as
sure
well.
are you? When faced with a choice to protect herself,
Yeah, there's a lot
or
of
her
brands that I
Padawan,
just know from
she
like
chose
sponsors on
self-interest.
the
She'll sell you out
like
too.
Premier League teams tops. Like I think
I can handle myself.
Can you afford to take
was
that chance?
oh it used to be the Carling Cup as well.
Your new master harbors great darkness.
Liverpool used
The
to have
look on her
a.
face when she saw
They
what
did
had
they have
done to
Heineken
me,
or
as
they
I am
had.
now. She turned.
The fuck did Liverpool
exposing
used to
her
have on their
true
shirt?
nature. She used the dark side.
She cut herself off from the force.
Oh? How long before she cracks and betrays
Yeah, they had
you too?
Carlsberg, sorry.
Is that who you want beside you when you find the holocron?
Carling used to sponsor the Premier League outright. Okay, I didn't know that.
What would Jaro Tapal say?
You have no right to mention
Yeah,
his
that's right. I
name.
thought it was Carlsberg, but then. So where the fuck's
What would he
Heineken from then?
think if he could see his Padawan now, skulking in the shadows with a
Doesn't-
betrayer?
I don't know why I thought it.
granting
Yeah, it's
her
from
access to a
fucking
legion
Amsterdam.
of
I
impressionable
don't know why I thought
students.
Heineken would be English.
I won't let anyone
Clearly
touch
does
them.
not sound English. I think it's popular there though, somewhat.
I thought the same thing once.
Craig says, not gonna lie, hype for your coverage of Survivor and plans to also cover Eclipse and the Ubisoft Star Wars game. 100%, man. All the games announced on this channel will always be just anything Star Wars gaming, pretty much.
Thanks, BD.
So there'll be coverage of all of them. I'm gonna be getting back into Hunters once that actually launches. Yeah, all those games, the Respawn shooter, everything. Cannot wait. Heineken invented by Simon. Shit.
Thanks for the help back there.
Alright, where the fuck? I remember you meant to.
And got us closer to the tomb.
Yeah, there you go. It's handy that I'm about to replay this again with the missus because she never played it. She tried to play it and she was not good enough at it. She said she wanted my help to like finish the story. So it's kind of good that I'm playing this now and I can actually remember shit. So that when I play with her, I don't have to fucking mess around all the time. Sydney's playing through it for the first time. There you go. Oh, I remember this
Different
view.
than the
What
other
a view.
I don't know.
What are the odds of that,
I
Sage?
don't like it.
She's probably a bit more of a gamer though. She can actually handle it herself, which is good. It's gonna be pretty much like I'll be playing it, and she's gonna watch me play it. I think I'm gonna like try and
You tell me.
get her to play it, but she said like she just gets that angry. Like she just keeps getting smacked up. So I'll have to. Oh my god, I'll have to jump in and fight all the bosses. I'd say. Bruh.
Slicing encrypted transmissions was always a pastime of hers. She taught me once. There's no technique Sarah has
Jesus.
that I haven't perfected.
This is one thing, like the movement and like traversal and stuff in Survivor was just so much better than this. It feels, you don't just like fall off edges for no reason and shit. Which is a big plus for me because that's really annoying when like you do everything right and you just fall off the edge. Bruh. What have I walked into? Hey, bruz. Because if you can't block... Well, I guess you can't. Fair enough.
Another step.
Can't you push that thing out when it does that attack? Bruh. There we go. Oh, I missed it. What? I missed it again. I'm such a bot. Genuine arse at this game. Steven says, congrats on the trip to LA, looking like a big time to have your legendary channel with the new game dropping. Thank you very much, Steven. I appreciate that, my man. I hope so. Oh, maybe you have to pull that thing out of his chest. I don't know. Oh, boy. Oh, I don't like this part. Enjoy watching me be stuck for about 4 hours. That flight to LA must have been rough. It was fucking ass. 15 hours. And like could not sleep. Slept about 5 hours total in the 30-hour flight. Like there and back. Fucking ass. The way there wasn't too bad because I was in premium economy. So it was like not quite business class, but like the one between economy and business. But on the way back, man, it was ass. I will not lie.
What's this?
But I mean, I'd be a little bitch if I was complaining about a free flight across the world. Premium made it doable. So did you have premium on the way back, Ozzy? Because you were just economy on the way there, weren't you? I think we like switched. Premium was like a big... It wasn't that different, but it made it feel very different. I don't know if I would have made it to LA if I had to do economy.
I can't help but see it as a motif.
You're running out of time.
Well, that's the wrong button.
My scouts located an artifact of interest at the
They tried to sit me next to a baby, but I was allowed to move. Oh, were ya? That's so lucky. The person in front of me had only one person to throw three. And I was nearly going to be like, bruh, can you let me have that extra spot? You sit next to the window, or I'll sit next to the window and leave the middle spot. And next thing I know, the flight has taken off and the man's fucking asleep across all three chairs. And I was just like, are you fucking joking? So that was not enjoyable. Part of me only just realised you can fly from LA to Australia across the Pacific. Yep. Yeah, sure can. The whole flight was over the water. It's literally coast to coast. Like, it was weird. The only bit of land we went across was America. And it's like LA's obviously on the coast. Whoa. How do I... Something you gotta do, isn't there? Gotta like attach... Oh, that's pushing it. The hell? Can you imagine doing this so many times and still just not knowing what to do? Oh, that's... Okay, that's dumb. It should not be that simple. Airports and flying bring the worst. Yeah. Airports are the... Like, I couldn't actually name a worse place on the whole planet than an airport. I hate it so much. Aussie... Yeah, in terms of, like, the customs and shit, Aussie... Oh, mate. Aussie airports were fucking that chill. Like, they... Like, I don't know how there hasn't been terrorist attacks here and shit. It was just literally... I had 3 lightsabers in my suitcase. I had like the little Coke bottles that look like grenades and shit, which obviously they can scan and they know what they are, but like I had to declare them, and I declared them, and the guy was like, "So what are you declaring today?" And I was like, "Oh, I've just got a bunch of stuff from Disneyland." He didn't even check. He's like, "Yep, all right, walk through." And I just walked straight through. Didn't have to go to like the secondary check. He literally just let me walk in. Whereas in the like leaving LA, we had to take our shoes and like not our socks, our shoes and our hoodie and everything off. Had to pull every single item out of our bag just to get through customs and shit. It was just the difference was just wild. Like I can't even explain it. Which I obviously understand why America's like that because of, you know, all the 9/11 stuff, and since then they've been super strict. So it's a good thing, but it was just like a crazy difference. I could not believe it. Oh, I gotta go round this way. What the fuck? Yeah, true. Airports and hospitals are both equally arse. Where the fuck am I meant to be? Oh, I just jump across. I'm so dumb sometimes. Remember going to get a visa to go to America, and the interview, no joke, lasted a minute. I was expecting a full... As in, like, in Australia, or do you mean in America? Because when I got to America, the, like, customs dude full, like, pressed me on what I was doing there and shit. I was talking to him for a good 5 minutes. He was just asking... He was, like, real nice, but he was just asking, like, every question you can imagine. And I was just like, bro, I'm just here to fucking play a game, if I'm honest. Like,
Afraid to face
I'm
me
not here
yourself?
to
Had
cause
your
any
droid
harm.
not intervened, I would have killed you with ease.
okay, buddy.
Once joked at the
Just
ticket
ignore
counter about having a bomb in my bag. It didn't end well for me. Oh, man. I was really nervous because I thought, like, if they scanned the freaking suitcase and it looks like there's, like, the lightsabers just look like pipe bombs or some shit. So I was just thinking, oh, man, I'm going to get put in prison. But obviously they knew what the lightsabers were and everything, so there must be so many people that go from Disneyland and take their stuff home. But I won't lie, I was stressing massively.
I guess. He's too scared.
Bro just said he's too scared as I rolled over his back and cut him in half. Pfft. Yeet. Yeah, how weird is that, Sam? They ask if you're intending to, like, be a terrorist. It's like, yeah, man, yes, I'm intending to be a terrorist, and I'm gonna tell you about it beforehand. Like, what the fuck? I guess they have to ask, but like, what the fuck? Like, what is even the point? Do they think a terrorist is actually going to be like, yeah, bros, I'm going to blow a building up? Wow.
You only delay your destruction. You won't escape me.
Easy peasy. Okie dokie. Can vaguely remember what you have to do here. I think you got to climb. Oh, and this then it moves back, doesn't it? I think. Am I dumb? Tell us about the double-bladed lightsaber. So, obviously, it was in this game. It's very different in that. Like, Survivor has gone all out on it. The single blade is pretty much the same gameplay as this. It's like still slightly improved because the animations and all that are better. But it's like pretty much identical. But double blade is not. It is like way, way, way better.
I see you.
Get me. It's like drastic. I don't even know like how they made it, because it wasn't even bad in this game, but it just feels like so much better. What was it like meeting Monaghan? It was fucking surreal, is all I really have to say there. It was... yeah, it was mental. So I think I gotta slow that, don't I? And then I have to press that. Sick one, just drag me off the edge. Yeah, you gotta like slow it. Because I thought it moved on its own, but I don't think it does. Where the fuck was up to? Sexuality was questioned. 100%. He's a good-looking fella, I'll tell you what. Even with the red hair. Come on, yeet me across. Doink. What's your favourite lightsaber type? I can tell you right now, this one, we got, for those who didn't see, we got the Cal Kestis. We got given the replica Cal lightsaber. This is my favourite. I'm not just saying it because I got it. I was going to buy this already. It's my favourite lightsaber in Star Wars. So that answers that question. Can you change saber colors for dual sabers? I don't know. So it kind of looks like you could. I didn't try that out, but it kind of looks like you can. But I also didn't see any gameplay of someone having like a green and a blue saber. So I don't know. I would like to hope that you can. That would be sick, but yeah, I can't really confirm that because I did look briefly at the... I just realised I'm not even on the right screen. I did briefly look at the like lightsaber customization, but because I hadn't unlocked that many things, I didn't look into it too much. But it kind of just like looked a bit like you can. Sick one. Guess I'll just fuck myself. Yeah, we got it. We got it for free, Sam. It was fucking mental. I'll show you in a second. Also got this T-shirt that I'm wearing. The what's it called? Deluxe edition cover on the T-shirt. We got just like a little poster thing as well. It was madness. Didn't Krell have a green, blue, double? I think he did. Yeah. Pretty sure he did. Actually, didn't he have 4 sabers? Like he had two double-bladed sabers, or am I tripping? Can't remember. But yeah, it would be cool. It would be a sick touch, like, to be able to do that. I don't see why they shouldn't have it, but like I said, I just can't confirm it because I don't actually know. I'm making a video after this stream on... oh boy. On the customization. So I'll try and look into like the game. We've got a snippet of gameplay that's like the lightsaber customization. And I'll try and look into that because in the bit that we got, it looks... you see him change the color. And it's only changing one saber, but then the other saber gets put down. So, I don't know.
I hear Project Augur came at a high price.
How's the vlog coming along? I haven't even started yet, to be honest. I'm trying to pump out all the other... because like that's kind of like a secondary video. It's more just like a... it's not that important, if you know what I mean. So it will be going up. I'm thinking of what I'll do is actually post it on Patreon, but for free. So like patrons and all of you guys like who aren't sub to the Patreon, you can still just get it for free. But it just saves me putting it on YouTube where it's just going to get like 6 views anyway. Did you see Blaster gameplay? We did. We didn't get to play it, but we did see it and it looks absolutely lit. And I don't know if you guys know Jason DeHarris, but he was like the lead combat design director, I think, on this game, and he worked on like God of War 3. Like he's really good at like making good combat, and he's a jet. Like he's so good at the game too. So he was the one playing it, and he's a freaking beast at it. The whole room like erupted. It was absolutely mental. Hey, Heen Mameen. What's going on, lad? Long time no see. It's weird how these things are just rolling around. When you fight the Rancor, did you defeat it? I did. It was an awesome moment. So we were in the back row, me, Twisted, Aussie, Bombastic, pretty much like all the Aussie, well, we're the only 4 Aussie YouTubers that were there. And then there was like a lot of the other people that were with us were journalists and stuff from Australia too. And we were in the back row, so a lot of the devs were standing behind us watching us. And all of the people on our row, I think Aussie said he didn't get to play the Rancor because he was like doing more story-related stuff. But me, Twisted, and Brad, who was next to me, I think Andrew did it as well, but I could be wrong. We all fought the Rancor at different times, so like they would watch one of us and watch the battle, and then, you know, it was just like sick seeing the devs like reacting to us playing it, because they knew what was coming. We had no idea that they didn't tell us the Rancor was in there. They told us if you get to this part of the game, like you should go down there, but they didn't say what it was. So we all were curious about it. And then, anyway, we all got to it. And I think I was the one on our row. I'm not going to say in the whole room, but I think on our row I was the one to beat it in the least attempts. And so a few of the devs actually came up to me. Like, we had headsets on and shit, so they were probably saying things but we couldn't hear it. But they came up to me and like tapped me on the shoulder and gave me a knuckles after I beat it and stuff. It was so sick. It was just like the whole vibe of the room was just amazing. Everyone was just like I'd see something out of the corner of my eye and like start watching another screen because I was just like fascinated by what they were playing. Then they finished that part and I would start playing and someone would look at my screen. It was just like, it was just a lot of fun. Can I jump that? I'm a little bit nervous about that. Oof. Did they say roughly how long the story is? So I got to interview 2 of the devs and I asked that very question and they weren't able to answer. They pretty much just said like it is bigger than the first game. That's really all they were allowed to say. I think they just don't even know. It's one of those games where like they just don't know how long it takes necessarily, because it will depend for everyone how quickly you play it and stuff. Oh, why did I pause that there? Excuse me, what? Why did that instantly... Come on. How many planets? That was another thing that I asked in the interview. They weren't able to say. In fact, they literally just said there is the Mantis and there are planets. Like they were very hush-hush on some certain stuff, so I don't know the answer to that. We only got to play Kobo, so we only saw 1 planet. I'm going to guess they'd be about the same as Fallen Order. Maybe slightly less because the planets are definitely bigger. So there was 7 in this game. I'm going to say maybe there's like 5, just guessing, but they're all way bigger. So I don't know. It's hard to say. And obviously just take that with a grain of salt because I don't actually know how many planets there were. It could be freaking 50. I have no idea. How did the ship crash land? So that was right as we started. We didn't see why it was like damaged. We just pretty much... The part in the trailer where it crashes, like that's where we started. We started with that cinematic. He did like a little tutorial first, and so I don't know why it was damaged, but I guess the first part of the game, that's going to be what that's about. I feel like I was saving for something with 2 skill points, but. Oh, that looks handy. Did they tell you what you get for completing the story? They did not. They didn't really touch too much on story stuff at all. which I'm glad about. I want to experience it. Like, I want to be able to sit there and play the whole thing. Pretty much. I didn't really touch on any of the story stuff. I did the stuff you had to do to get to the main area, and once it opened up, like, you kind of get to this part where it just like you can continue the story or you can go do random shit, and I just literally spent the next 2 hours just exploring, pretty much. No worries, Sam. Appreciate you tuning in, lads. Very much appreciate that. Okay, this bit is difficult.
They haven't seen us. Keep your guard
I
up.
do remember this. What was your favourite thing that you got to play? Probably the Rancor fight. It was fucking sick. There was something else I'm not allowed to talk about, unfortunately. That wasn't so. It wasn't as cool as the Rancor, but it was just like, there's a bit of a nod to like fans, I guess I would say. I'm not really allowed to say much, but the Rancor fight was genuinely sick. Like, I think it was as cool
It's a very convenient location.
personally as any boss fight in this game, and it was an option. It's not part of the story. Like, it's just a little, you go into this cave and you just like go, oh shit, there's a Rancor. It was completely like a hidden little boss. Not even like hidden, it's just like, yeah, not main story.
Don't let him escape. Okay, Jedi, fight me.
That, and also one other thing that was my favorite to play. There's this whole like camp full of the Bedlam rated droids, and there's like a lot. And there's this wave part where it's not like an actual wave-based thing, but they just kind of come out in waves, and it was very like, it was difficult. I was playing on Jedi Knight, like the middle difficulty, so it's not even the hardest one. And it was tough, man. It was very tough, but it was really fun. It was like BX Commandos, B2s, B1s. It was absolute chaos. See any Jedi-looking robes in the customization? I didn't. There are. I know that there are some just because we get like the Obi-Wan skin. So I know that there will be like Jedi-related robes, but we didn't see any. But also keep in mind the customization we had unlocked at that point, we were only an hour in. So yeah, there was never going to be crazy amounts. There was only about 5 things you could customize, which all looked really good, but it's just because we went far into the game. I'm pretty sure once you play for like 10 hours, there'll be like heaps and heaps of like different skins. But yeah, I didn't really see anything. Oh, there was one that was like a little bit Jedi. It had like, it kind of had like a cape. It wasn't really robes, but it had like almost, not quite, but almost Clone Wars armor with a cape on it. It looked absolutely sick. I remember Twisted. I was sitting next to Twisted, and I had already had it equipped, and he looked like he equipped it on his screen, and he tapped me on the shoulder, and we both just like geeked out about it. So that was kind of Jedi-ish, but not quite. It was like, and it wasn't quite that Clone Wars armor. It was just like had an element of that, I guess you would say. There could be some skins though. They're like Clone Wars armor. I'm pretty. They were very like, in the best way possible. They're very fan servicey. Like there was a lot of stuff that you just go, wow, like this game is made by a Star Wars fan. So I'm confident there will be some very like Jedi related stuff.
Connecting you to your weapon.
You must ignore all distraction.
Force is with me. It connects us.
There we go. So we finally learned
So,
Force Ball. And like the climbing, like this in Survivor is way smoother. Like it's quicker, it looks better. You don't have to hold the button down to climb, like you're just on it. So all the movement and stuff was really, really good.
You survived.
not part of your plan?
Luckily, I always...
So, I can't remember where we... Raise this... Oh, this... Okay. Now it's the puzzle bit. Shit. This bit's... I vaguely remember what you need to do, but not fully. What the hell, BD just glitched out massively then. Bruh.
What are you waiting for? Execute the intruder.
Does this like stop? Oh yeah. Oh, I guess that's so you can like fight these in waves if you want.
What's he doing?
The game is still hella good. Yeah. It's... At the time when this came out, it felt... Like, I love this game. It's one of my... Probably, arguably my favourite Star Wars game outside of Battlefront 2. But... I'd be lying if I said it's perfect. It's got some chinks in the old armor, that's for sure. This is... I paused for a specific reason. So, Doug, you will be very happy the map is way better. Like, way better. It was the first thing I checked out. I'm not even joking. When we got to the point where you can open the map, the bit that you see in the IGN gameplay where, like, you look at that big freaking dinosaur thing, and then you pull BD1 out and the map comes out. At that exact moment in my playtest, I examined it a lot. The map is really good. Now, it's still, like... It's still a bit... It's not perfect, because it's still trying to be Star Warsy and it still kind of looks a bit like the one in this game. But it's like, I actually know where the fuck I'm going now. So, yeah, it's a lot better. I didn't really look at it once I'd unlocked, like, all of Kobo. So I still don't know. I never got to a point where I was lost and had to use the map to find my way around, if that makes sense. So maybe when I'm lost, it's not going to be as easy. But, like, looking at it, I looked at it a few times throughout the playtest, and every time I was like, oh, yep, I know where I am, I know where I need to go. Just depends whether there's any, like, Zepho level shit that's, like, hard to navigate. Then maybe it won't work. I'm not really sure. But it was definitely, like, very much improved. And they even said, like, we knew that map sucked. Like, that was one of the main things they wanted to try and fix. So you'll be very happy to hear that, I'm sure. There we go. Some of the movement being reworked and animations definitely have the movement is like really good. We've seen obviously the grapple in the trailers and stuff. The grapple is like really fun. It allows you to just not have to climb everything. You can kind of like, there's still certain things you have to climb, but there's grapple points and all the bits that like, it just makes it easier. Like movement is just quicker and more fluid. And same thing for the animations. Like, it all just... This game has a lot of animations that are very, like, clunky. Even just, like... I'll try and, like, show you an example. Even say, like, that. Like, him putting the saber away. It just kind of looks funny. They've definitely improved a lot of that stuff, so... I meant to push that or pull it. Oh. So, yeah, the animations and stuff are a lot better. Did you see Seer in your playthrough? I didn't. I don't know if everyone else got to, I don't know if that was in the part that we played or not. But like I said, I didn't really progress the story much. I didn't want it to be spoiled and also I was just exploring, really. Like I was keen to just explore the map. Are there any more force powers available than there were in the last game? There are. There's not. I don't know how many because we were pretty early in the game still, so I'm sure later in the game you'll unlock some pretty cool shit. But there's a confusion force power, which is essentially mind trick, and you can like turn. Say in this situation, I could confuse this scout trooper, and he would start attacking the purge trooper. So that's a very handy. It's like a real handy crowd control type ability, because in a situation like this, if these two are too hard for me, I can kind of turn one against the other. Similar to how you can like change the KX series droids, like you can use BD1 to turn them on your team, if that makes sense. You can do that, but like with the force now instead of it having to be BD1.
Don't get careless. His guard's too tight.
Bruh, I'm getting kind of fucked up here.
Fall to you.
Is Kobo as expansive as everyone says it is? It is essentially open world. Like it's not fully open world. I don't want to put the wrong idea in your guys' mind that it's like Red Dead Redemption 2. Like it's not that, but it is borderline open world. At least that planet. I don't know about the other planets we didn't get to play. Kobo is very open and very... I even joked around to the devs and they didn't even shut it down. That it felt more surface area on Kobo than all 7 planets in this game combined. And they didn't say, yeah, it is, but they were kind of like, look, it could be. Like, they don't even know. So that shows how big it is. It's honestly... It felt as big as Fallen Order's entire, like, all the maps combined. Like, I'm not even joking. And it's also just not linear. Like, it is open. There are linear bits to it, but there's parts where there's just, like, whole ass paddocks to walk through and stuff. Oh, I forgot about this part. I've only got 1 stim left. I feel like I'm going to get fucked up here.
This was an offering to the sage buried here. For the time, it was considered precious.
So, like, in this situation, in Survivor, I could turn that Stormtrooper to my team for a bit. I don't think it's, like, permanent, but it confuses them for a bit, and they pretty much just are on your side. Bruh. I really need to get rid of this Stormtrooper. What? Oh, I got an area of effect damage. Also, animations like that on all the big creatures and all the bosses and stuff are like way better, and they look absolutely fucking mental. Like, you do some crazy kill animations and stuff. I can't remember where. I think it's this way. I think. Is it not? What the hell? Perhaps not. That's where I came from. That's the way that I went to get there. Oh, okay. I do have to go this way.
An intruder. Hold still.
Doink. I don't want to rest because then that thing spawns back. Well, it was pretty easy. Oh, I remember this part. There's fucking a bit going on in here. There's like 3 different types of enemies all fighting each other.
I can do this.
Oh, as if that didn't hit him.
Jedi's fast.
Uh-oh.
Can't run from us.
Bruh, I'm gonna die.
Nothing but air.
Could you fucking leave me alone, please? Thank you. These things are so much easier than Force Ball. I'm kind of messed up though, like... I'm gonna die, no doubt. So there's still that freaking, yeah, that thing. Oh my god, that was close. That was close. Also, that reminds me, the dismemberment is legit. Like, it's not just once every 100 kills you cut someone's arm off. It's literally like, I feel like every other kill has, you know, so you dismember someone. I think I'm not.
Don't fall behind.
Can I jump down here, surely? Do I put it? Yeah, I think I gotta lock it into there, maybe. And then I'm gonna get... Oh, that's right. This is the part... This bit really... Wow. Sick. Well, I may as well meditate now. This part messed me up heavily. Yeah, I remember I got to burn the chain. I think the water gets in the way though, and that's the part that makes it difficult. It's not a simple puzzle. I mean, it's not a hard puzzle, but it takes a bit to like figure it out. Once you know what you got to do, it's actually not hard. I can still remember playing this on my first playthrough, and I was recording like I was recording the playthrough, and I had to edit out so much of it because I was like, I'm not going to just make everyone watch me just stare at this for like 45 hours. And now I've got to do all this shit again.
I hope reinforcements are on the way.
Uh-oh. There's a lot happening in this room, my god. Kind of just worried about playtime, really, replayability. It feels like it's going to be pretty long. Like, I don't know for sure, obviously, but it felt like it could be like a God of War type game, I guess. Oh, that's right, you got to turn. Just figured that out on accident just then. Yeah, it feels like it, if I had to guess, obviously take this with a grain of salt because I don't know, but if you ask how long I feel like the game will be, I'm going to guess about 20 to 25 hours plus 30 to 50 with
Always finding stuff.
all the side content. The side content is actually mind-blowing how much there is compared to this game. It's not anything crazy compared to other games, but it's like on par with other games, whereas this game wasn't. This game... Oh, that's right. This game has like no side content, whereas obviously games... Oh, what? I've got to walk fully all the way around? Are you joking? Yeah, a game like God of War, that you can play that for 100 hours, for example. But this game just had like none. but I can guarantee there's going to be a lot of side content. Like even just from my playtime on Kobo, there was like so much to do. Man, that was so much quicker than the last time. To be fair, you guys told me what to do, but I'd slightly figured that out. Best part of the news about Survivor was your speculation about next game being on Unreal 5. Yeah, I hope that's the case. I don't know if it will be, but I'd like to imagine it will be. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. Be kind of dumb if they don't, if you ask me. So now what? Do we go to Dathomir next? Or do we go back? I think we go back to Kashyyyk, don't we?
Representation of this sacred Zephyr artifact.
Can't remember.
My friend, look closely. This is
Oh, they have announced their movie. Okay, that's good to know. I assumed it would be the case. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't.
I believe this object allows a force wielder to
I actually asked that question in the interview. I said, like, was this ever? Did you ever contemplate putting this on Unreal 5? And they pretty much said, like, well, they were just too far into the game, like into development, to change it. So if this game was coming out a year later, for example, it might be on Unreal 5.
If any still exist.
Will we see Merrin's nips? I sure hope so.
You ever heard of it?
I sure hope so.
Me neither. Pretty key.
I'll most likely boycott
Yeah,
if we do not.
Looks like we know what we have to find.
So, I'm pretty sure you go back to Kashyyyk after this. I could be wrong. I get achievements on my PC before I get them on my Xbox. That doesn't make any sense. That popped up on my fucking computer first. Alright, I think... Oh, okay, no. This is the part where you get taken to that prison, pretty sure. How long have I been streaming for anyway? Yeah, about an hour. So I'll probably get to the prison, like, fight. I don't know what you call it, like the little arena fight. And I'll probably call it there. We'll see how I go. I might, if I get there quickly, I might have one crack at it. Merrin looks like they changed her though in Survivor. Yeah, I won't lie, she doesn't look as easy on the eyes as she did in this game, but I still think she
What are you talking about?
is a specimen. That also reminds me, this is pretty cool. I bought a Merrin pop that I didn't even know existed. Let me go full screen for this. Merrin pop, right? I didn't even know this existed. I've got the Cal and the Purge Trooper and Triller. I didn't know this existed. I don't know how. It turns out it's an American exclusive. You can't get it in Australia. So I bought that, which is dope. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. But I also got it signed by the devs. So this is probably now my favourite pop. It actually looks like it's such a clean pop. Looks so good. And we went to the Funko Pop store just before the event. And I was like, I've got to get that. And I've got to ask them to sign it. So that's probably one of the coolest things I bought there, even though it's just as simple as a pop. But the fact that the fact that I didn't know it existed, then I got it signed, was I was quite happy about that. How's the combat? Is it clunky or an improvement on the first? It is definitely an improvement. It doesn't feel clunky anymore. I didn't really play the single blade, and they said they hadn't really changed that too much. So maybe the single blade combat isn't all that good. I don't really know. I was playing double blade and twin blade, so I can't comment too much on the single blade. But also, like, let's be honest, who the fuck's gonna play single blade? Let's be completely honest. No one's doing that. Everyone's going with the dual wield, or yeah, I don't know. I feel like everyone's gonna try every other single.
What's it like hacking other droids anyway? Yeah, I feel weird about hacking
is the word I was looking for.
For a good cause, though, right?
Where was up to? Oh, Steven's heading off. No worries, man. Probably already gone. My dumbass missed that. Appreciate you tuning in. Craig says, sorry to hear that, Aussie, but I can't see Aussie's comment. So I don't know if mine's tripping. Oh, I can see it when I put it on top chat, but not live chat. Probably turns out I've been missing heaps of comments. Apologies for that, boys. Now I can see it. Yours got smashed in your luggage. Oh, man. That sucks. Did you get yours signed as well? Twisted forgot to fucking do this. Mine was a bit... I'll try and... Mine's a little bit bent. Not much. Like, I don't know if you can even see it. But that right there, you can see it's a little bit slightly bent. But it's like not that bad. It's the back of the box too. Oh, you forgot to, did you? Rip. I had it. I put it next to my notebook when we were going in because I knew. Oh man, imagine if we got Cam to sign it. That would have been sick. Yeah, I knew I'd forget, so I put it right next to the freaking notebook that I was taking in. You'll use Anakin's style, the single blade because you like Anakin's style. That's fair enough. I feel like most people won't, but like, yeah, some people will still. I think I'll probably do a playthrough with every stance where I just only use one stance, to be honest. So yeah, it still will get used, but it just definitely. I feel like it would definitely be the least used anyway. Can't wait for the heavy stance. Yeah, I wish we got to play that. It looks absolutely sick, but we saw it, but we didn't get to play it. We've seen a bit of gameplay of it anyway. But...
Something's wrong. We need to get back.
Okie dokie.
Think it's some kind of trap. Seems like we've been walking into a lot of.
This way takes you to like a freaking.
Do you hear that?
It takes you down. Where have I got to get to? This map is just so arse, man. It's just so bad. I think I'll go this way. I definitely don't go that way. I'm pretty sure it's this way. Watch me be just entirely wrong. Oops, that's the wrong button.
Keep an eye out for those big blue brutes, Stormtrooper. But what if it sneaks up on us?
How would I even switch heavy to like double blade? So you can only equip 2 at a time, and you have to do it at meditation points, which is a good thing. A lot of people won't be happy with that. I personally like it because it means you just can't switch between every mode. So you could have single blade and crossguard. You could have double blade and crossguard. You could have the combo can be whatever you want, and then you just use the left and right on the D-pad. So like left might be single blade and right might be dual wielding, for example. And you can just change that at any meditation point or even the workbenches as well. But it's good that they haven't done it like you can use any of them, because then it's going to make you actually have to think. So like when you get to a boss fight, you're going to have to be like, okay, which 2 stances are probably going to give me my best bet compared to just literally being able to switch between whatever you want. Oh, is this all just for... I thought this was the way to go, obviously not.
What is it, BD?
Well, that's rather disappointing. Where does this go then? This is the way. And who the fuck... What stormtroopers are talking to me? Oh no, this is where I came from. I'm so dumb. It's almost like how good would it be if the fucking map worked? It's not this way, is it? How would that work? Because I'm guessing the crossguard won't be connected to the double blade, so 2 heavy hilts. Wait, what? How would I even switch heavy to like a double blade? Oh, okay. So I don't think the hilt necessarily is bigger. So if you have like crossguard and the double blade, you'll just connect it together. So you'll have crossguard and you're just using it like one hand. Then when you switch to dual wielding, you pull the other hilt out of your from your hip and connect it, and then you've got two. I'm pretty sure. I hope that answers your question. I don't know if I've got that backwards, to be honest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is not the way to go. This is how I got up here. Sage is heading off. No worries, man. Appreciate you tuning in. I'll talk to you later this... I just downloaded the 2042 update. So I will definitely give that a play. I'm going to play with Doug and Vic tomorrow. I guess I'll just go this way. Fuck it. And then we will definitely get recording on the old podcast. Yeah, hopefully that answered your question. Pretty much when you switch blades, switch stances, it'll just change. You just can either pull out the second hilt. So if you're playing single blade, you just have one. Then when you change to the dual wielding one, you just pull the second from your hip. Or if you've got dual wield and double blade, then for example you'll be holding both lightsabers. Then if you switch to double blade, you just connect them and start using it like Darth Maul instead. Craig's heading off as well. No worries, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Good to see you after a very long time. And yeah, hopefully there's going to be a lot of Survivor content, so hopefully that scratches your itch for Survivor stuff. Did you come across Grease's Cantina, and what sort of things can you do there? What planet did you explore? So we were only on Kobo, and I did get to Grease's Cantina. It's pretty sick. It's very detailed. I didn't really look around it that much because that was where I split off from the main story. So I didn't look at it too in depth, but Cal has his own little room in there. You can lay down and sleep, for example. I think we didn't see this, but obviously in the gameplay that we got, there's a freaking DJ droid in there and stuff, and you can choose the music you want. I didn't see that in the game because obviously I hadn't progressed far enough, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff and it's very detailed. I noticed a clone trooper helmet when I was walking in. So there's a lot of little Easter eggs in there, just little things you'll notice that's just oh, that's cool, that's a thing from Star Wars that we've seen before. But in terms of things to do in there, I'm not 100% sure how much there is because I was only in there for a little bit. Also, the droid that runs the cantina is hilarious. A lot of the banter in not in this game, but in Survivor was really good, real funny banter. The B1 battle droids just saying shit. It's kind of like the Clone Wars. They say shit that's just dumb as hell, and then they'll say something that's them saying how happy they are, and then you just chop their head off, and it's just funny. So the banter was very, very good. Did you notice big differences in speed and damage taken / output between stances? Yeah, so twin blade, or I thought it was called twin blade, but I think it's just called dual wield or dual blade, I can't remember. But holding two lightsabers, you take damage more essentially. They called that the glass cannon stance. So you deal damage a lot quicker and you swing faster and stuff, but you also take more damage. Whereas with the double blade, as in Darth Maul type, that was really good for crowd control. It felt slightly less damage, but also very quick movement, as in very quick swing speed. It didn't feel like you took as much damage with it. And it also had that same thing where if you parry a blaster bolt and there's like heaps of people shooting at you, you parry all of them, whereas the single blade you can't do that. So that was the same as this game, which was good. But the stances do feel different. Like hopefully that answers the question. The stances feel like fairly different between all of them. So it's not just like in this game, single blade and double blade don't feel that different. It just looks different and the animations are different, but it feels the same gameplay. It's not quite the same in Survivor. It actually feels like you're playing a different, like almost a different class. Like yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but it definitely felt different. Did it feel as though the scale of Cal's ability have gone up, pushes people further and can pull? Yeah, so like even when we started, you get like the force slow ability, but it's not one enemy. You can force slow everyone around you. You do like this big like wave attack and everyone around you gets frozen. So Cal feels more powerful, not overpowered, but just like he definitely feels like he's remembered his abilities kind of thing. And then obviously we'll still build on that as the game goes along. You think that Seer's on a different planet from Cobra? I do think so, but I don't know. We didn't see her. The planet she's on in the trailer that we do see her, it kind of looks like it could be Kobo, so maybe she's just on a different part of Kobo. But it feels like the crew's split up, and it would feel a bit weird if she's on the same planet as Grease. So, I don't know. I think she's on a different planet, but I'm not really sure. Does the game have side quests and explorable dungeons? It has a lot. Like, I was blown away. I expected it to be a bit more open, but like just a bit. I didn't think it would be to the extent that it is. I almost exclusively played like side missions and didn't even see half the shit on the planet. So there's a lot of like side content and all that kind of thing. There were dungeons like the Rancor that you guys might have seen already. That isn't just this random little dungeon that you just wander down there and then you go, oh shit, there's a Rancor. And then as for the questions about the NPCs, that's one of the biggest things that I was like really impressed by, is that in this game, obviously it doesn't feel like the world is alive. It's just Cal and enemies. There's no like friends. There's no NPCs. There are people just standing around. You can go have conversations. Even they don't even give you a mission sometimes. You just talk to them and ask them a question. And then it might hint at a quest somewhere else. They might just not do anything, and then maybe like you come back to them later in the story and they give you a mission. But there are like people just standing around with like their pet or whatever, and they're just standing there actually like in the bar and stuff. Like it feels like it's actually a real planet rather than in this. It's just, you don't see anyone that's like just friendly. The exception is probably on Kashyyyk. When you get to like the landing area on Kashyyyk, there's a bunch of Wookiees standing around and stuff, but they're not. You can't talk to them. They're just there. It's not like that at all in Survivor. I'm genuinely not sure where I'm meant to be going. I gotta get to here, so I gotta get to there. This map is just so arse, man, honestly. I have to get to here. Where even am I? This is just so bad. This is so fucking bad. I am there. Oh, I think I know where that is. It's near the vendor. And I think from there you can nearly get back. Sorry, I gotta get... It says right behind me, but I can't get up here, can I? No. I'm so glad they fixed this shit. Yeah, Doug, You and me have like the equal amount of hatred for this, I swear. Like, it's just so bad. And like, so the map in the new one, like, it looks similar, where it's like this same style of map, but it's, you can see how here, like where I'm looking, there's just nothing. It's just a void. You can see the map now, so you can see even the parts you can't get to. It shows, you can see what it looks like. And then it's just not so linear. Like, see how this part, there's just like one walkway from there to there. It's just not as linear. At least Cobra. I don't know about the other planets, but not even just the map, like this map, but like the actual design of the planets is not nearly as like much of a maze, I guess. So I just feel like I should be able to, as if I can't just get in that freaking thing. Like, that's so dumb. I think I just got to go back to where I fucking just came from. It's going to take me 45 minutes just to get to the freaking next part of the map. Yeah, just the fact you can see the parts, like all this bit, the void is no longer there. That even itself is handy, because you can just like see, yeah, I don't know, it just gives you context to where you are. Right now, this is just like, looks like a tunnel. Well, I mean, it is a tunnel system, to be fair, but it just looks like, I mean, a fucking anthill. Doesn't make any sense. Go to the elevator. Yeah, I think I just gotta go back. I'm not gonna bother fighting these fuckers again. I think I just went down the wrong way, realistically. And there's an elevator. Is it?
What's that noise?
How customization options in this game, crazy difference. Like, can't even explain it. Crazy difference. It's like a different game. In terms of the ponchos, I didn't see any ponchos, so I'm not sure, but I'm almost certain they'll put a poncho in there as a joke. And yeah, you can set a marker too. That's a massive improvement. Like, then you can actually be like, okay, I need to go in this direction. Even if you don't put a marker on exactly like the objective, you could put a marker on like the room you need to get to the next part of the room or whatever. Why is my screen going weird? What the fuck? So yeah, I think we'll be right. I think, like I said, I'm not confident enough to say it's entirely fixed, just because I never got lost anyway. But it felt like I looked at it and was like, yes, like this is what I wanted. So it feels like it's fixed, is what I would say to that, really. Okay, so that's where I came from. I don't want to go down there. I think I just have to go.
Don't fall behind.
As if like this isn't the cart to get back to it. Like, what the fuck? Like, so I got to get to that elevator, but then I just also feel like that doesn't take me anywhere. Is this open?
I hope we don't run into any insurgents. Follow standard procedure and we'll be fine. You don't know that.
Oh, okay. I see where I went wrong. Yeah, this is right. We found it, boys.
You're mine.
I hate these purge troopers too, the freaking blaster ones. They're so hard.
That part is strong. Just wing me.
And then I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, this is right. Thank the maker, boys. I thought I was stuck for a minute there. Ookie and dookie. So I'm pretty sure from here, can't you get like I think I know where I need to go. Go to the left. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You go through here into that like tunnel that you get out here from the first time, because I've already been here. Like this is, I think you have to go this way to get to where it was.
See him? Empire isn't the only thing we have to worry about.
Then you go down a little elevator. I think you go down an elevator, then left, then up another elevator. It's lucky that I've played this game so many times, because I do like vaguely remember certain bits,
It smells
but
like old oil. Sorry, buddy, not you. It's this water.
we'll see if I'm actually right, because I'm not going to get too ahead of myself. No, I'm just going to leave the chest. I honestly just want to get to where I need to be. I've also got to I've got to go pick something up soon, so I've got to pretty much get to the next part where I can like save, and then I'm going to have to end the stream, unfortunately. Did you play the game on PC or console? What was the game's performance and graphics? So we played on PC, which means it's always kind of like you got to take it with a grain of salt, because I don't know how it might perform like shit on console. I have no idea. But that said, like next gen consoles are generally as good as. Oh, that's right. This is how they. I think I got to let this guy beat me, don't I? To just get taken to the. To the next area. So yeah, I don't know how it plays on console, but I'm going to assume it plays equally as good. And we played on controller too, so like it felt like console anyway. Yeah, gotta let him cap me. Doink. The performance was really, really good, except for 2 moments where I had frame rate drops. And it was mostly because I was like fighting a bunch of enemies in like the water, and the game has ray tracing, so the water looks like really good. It would have been very stressful on the game having like fighting in the water. There's water splashing everywhere. There's ray tracing. There was a bunch of enemies. So I had 2 specific moments where there were frame drops. We all kind of mentioned that to the devs. Like we let them know, because we obviously want the game to be as good as we can. And they are like aware of it, and they said they're confident they'll get it fixed. But other than that, performance was like really good, and the graphics are honestly, I don't want to quite say it with chest, but I think it might be the best looking game I've played. It's up there anyway. If not, it's nearly like God of War, Ragnarok level graphics. Like really, really good. Not so much. It's hard to tell in terms of the character models and that, but I think like the planet looked as good as any landscape in any game I've played.
Little buddy, where are you?
So I was blown away by the graphics.
BD?
Again, keep in mind this is on like a beefy PC, so it's hard to fully tell, because on console they may have to dim that down a little bit. I'm not too sure. Also, it could go the other way. This was an early build of the game, so it might be even better when the game launches, but we will just have to wait and see. That is going to do me for the stream, though. I do have to head off. Finally made it off Zepho, thank the maker. I probably won't stream again this week, because I've just got so much content to put out, but I will get back into it. I'm going to finish this game before Survivor drops, so probably in about 10 days, like next Friday, I'd say, or Thursday, I will do a stream from here on, and I'll probably have two or three more streams until like Survivor drops, where we're going to finish this. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Turn on those notifications if you haven't, because I am putting out like daily videos this week on this channel. There's going to be multiple daily clips on the clips channel. And then as of next week, it'll go to like 3 to 4 videos per week on this channel, and still, multiple daily clips on the clips channel. And also with the clips, don't think that they're just clips from the main channel. They're all individual clips that I'm making, so there might be information on the clips channel that I don't fully discuss on this channel. So if you're not subbed to the clip, let me get a link to that. If you're not subbed to the clips channel, check that out. I put that in the chat because there will be lots of content on that. Most of it just like info, but there'll be like, I'll put some funny shit on there, and then obviously once the game drops as well, there'll be a lot of stuff on the clips channel. So keep your eyes peeled on both channels. Plenty of content on the way. But with that being said, thank you guys very much for tuning in. Appreciate all the questions, and I'll catch you guys soon with another Fallen Order stream. Peace.